and it's day 71 in the PCT. So leaving Sierra City, got about a 1.5 mile walk just to get back to the trail, and then climbing. Almost 3,000 feet of climbing this morning. Get back up on top of the ridges. So it's going to be a slow morning, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of number we come up with today in terms of mileage. Got about 130 odd miles to Chester. There is a stop in between at a store to top up. Pack's a bit lighter with no bear can. So yeah, see how we go today. As day 71 on the PCT comes to a close. The original plan was about 15 miles and ended up doing about 22. Plus, of course, there was 1.5 miles to get to the trail from Sierra City in the first place. Big climbs today, over 3,000 feet from my Sierra City accommodation to the top of the first climb, and then another 1,400 foot climb later in the day. So there's a couple of 300s, so over 5,000 feet of climbing for the day. One major elevation drop of about 1,300 feet, but other than that, we're going to camp tonight more than 3,000 feet higher than where we slept last night in Sierra City. Puts us about 70 miles now from Belden, 110 from Chester. So I don't think there's any realistic prospect of getting to Chester Friday in time for the post office, so looks like we'll have to work towards Monday, take our time a bit, and yeah, see how we go from here. Good morning, day 72 on the PCT. As you can see, weather's getting warmer, starting in my hoodie, sun hoodie today. No fleece. Things are getting a little bit more, requiring a bit more thought. Water sources not as freely available. Can't just walk straight past and think to yourself, I've got a leader. There'll be another water source in a mile or two like you could in Yosemite and the Sierra. It's ground's harder, temperatures are higher. Big day of climbing yesterday, nothing like that today, so it should be much easier. Aiming initially for 24.5 miles. See how we go. It gets a bit more complicated from there because you enter into a burn zone and there's not as many places to camp. It was burnt about 4 years ago, and everyone's recommending a diversion on a dirt road, so for about 6 miles. So camping might be harder, so 24.5 miles might be sort of the maximum as we're making our way to Bernie. That would put us from yesterday exactly halfway, 24.5 miles. So yeah, we'll see what happens today. Just got the feeling I'm going down. Just got the feeling I'm going to pay for this later at some point. Haven't looked at a map today, so I'm on 800 foot climb already, but overall it's been down. So payback's got to be coming at some point. I was right, it certainly did pay. Last hour and a half, I've gone up 800, down 300, and up another 800. And I'm basically back at the elevation I started the day at. So It's only 11 o'clock. Pretty sure the rest of the day is mostly downhill, but we'll wait and see. Well, I've been here half an hour, and not only have I not got a ride, not a single car has gone past heading in the direction I want. In fact, only 2 cars have gone past in the other direction. So I think everyone said about this place is a terrible place to hitchhike from is true. Even though there's a T intersection here, not a single car has gone past heading to Quincy. So I'll give it another half an hour and then start walking. Walk around the roads and walk around this diversion instead of skipping it. So that's the end of day 72. Another big day, over 25 miles. Maybe that's the new normal now. Now that I'm out of the Sierra, out of the altitude, 20 to 25 miles probably is going to be the new normal. It needs to be. So today we've gone up, down, up, down, up, down, and then we've walked into an area the PCT recommended to skip. I tried hitchhiking, saw 1 car in an hour, gave up, kept walking, walked on the road, and now I'm right in the middle of an area that was burnt previously. More road walking tomorrow, and then back on the trail, heading to Belden. Currently about 44 miles away. So hopefully we can have another good day tomorrow. There's hopefully not too many blowdowns to contend with. It's the whole purpose of why we're skipping sections or doing road walks is to get around the blowdowns in these burnt out areas. So tomorrow there's about another 5 miles on a dirt road, which probably won't be as easy as the paved road was. And then back on the trail. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Good morning everyone, day 73 on the PCT. Walking through burn areas today, especially this morning. Another road walk, this time on a dirt road. So probably not as easy as the paved road yesterday. Reality of my morning is I'll be dropping 2,600 feet, and then I think that's over about 10 miles, and then climbing 2,600 feet over about 6 miles. So yeah, it'll be an interesting morning and early afternoon probably. I'm trying to get to probably 26 miles today. That'll then leave me about 18 to Belden tomorrow, where there's a RV park, a store to top up to get me to Chester, and somewhere to have a shower and wash my clothes. So see how we go today. But we've got 2 whole days to do 44 miles, shouldn't be a problem. Well, I've just finished a 3,100 foot climb over 6 miles. That was really hard work. Harder than coming out of Sierra City. I think quality of the path, number of blowdowns I had to climb over. I'm absolutely filthy, covered in dirt and soot from burnt trees that have fallen down. But it's done. So far today in 17.5 miles, I've gone down 3,100 feet, up 600, down 600, up 31, back to where I started. So I think it's up and down for the rest of the day, but mostly down. So this road here is where I would have come back to had my hitchhiking venture been successful yesterday. In hindsight, I'm quite glad it wasn't, because I think I would have regretted skipping those 33 miles. So especially when I spoke to other people who would have told me it wasn't that bad. So, yeah, that's the road into Quincy. There's another hiker's getting a lift right now. I'm not going to Quincy. It was never my original plan. It was only because the CTA recommended not doing that section. But once you did the road walks, it was fine. Day 73 comes to an end. Over 27 miles and over 5,500 feet of climbing today. 4,500 feet of descending. 1,000-foot climb right at the end. That was handy. Leaving myself about 16 and a half to Belden tomorrow, so easy day tomorrow. Just feel like a 30s round the corner. All the climbing today, and have a look how filthy I am. From climbing over burnt trees, dead trees, fallen over trees. So that shower at the RV park tomorrow is going to come in very handy. And yeah, it'll be another good day. We'll see you later. Hey, welcome to day 74 on the PCT. Reduced goal today, 16.6 miles to Burnie on the trail. And then once we get to Burnie, it's another 1.5 miles to the RV park. Off trail. Good night's sleep. There was a deer hanging around camp this morning. First one I've seen with antlers. It's just after 6. Yeah, not in any hurry obviously. So I'll just take the day as it comes. It would appear that there's a lot more down than up today, especially at the end. Last 5-6 miles look to be all downhill, so were I in for a full day, could make good time, although it does look like there's a pretty serious climb back out of Belden on the other side, which will be for tomorrow morning. Interesting little side note, it's only about 50 miles to halfway now, so should get there on probably Saturday, today being Thursday. I'll talk to you later. So day 74 is at an end, about 16.5 miles, knocked off by 1 o'clock. I'm at the Caribou Crossroads RV park, which just outside of the town of Belden. We had a over 4,000 foot drop down into Belden today, and tomorrow 5,000 foot climb out. So it could be reduced tomorrow in terms of mileage, which is not a problem. I've got 3 days to get to Chester, which is 42 miles away, so not terribly stressed about how many miles get done tomorrow. If I don't get it done in 2 days, then I save a day's accommodation in Chester. It's just a basic campground, so I've been an early start, and hopefully be climbing by about 7. It's about 1.5 miles from here to the trail, so we'll take it easy and see how it goes. So it's day 75 and we're leaving Belden. 44 miles now to the next stop of Chester, so hopefully 2 or 2.5 days, and just starting our 5,000 foot ascent, which will take all day. In the excitement of all the climbing this morning, past 1,300 miles, Missed the marker again. Just didn't see it anywhere, so I know it exists because I've seen other people's photos with it. Keep a better eye out in 100 miles time. Still got about a mile to go to camp, but I thought I'd sum up the day. What a massive day. It'll be over 24 miles for the day, over 6,000 feet of climbing, some of which are given back, but still held on to 3,500 feet of it. I think tomorrow we get back 2,000 of that, so tomorrow will be an easier day. And in addition to that, there was 1.6 miles of road walk this morning just to get to the trail. So combine the two and you've got another marathon for the day, plus all the elevation, walking through burnt trees all day long. It's been a challenging day. Tomorrow, more of the same, I think, in terms of the trees. I think the trail will be largely downhill, and we'll go to Chester. I think I'll have a 0 on Sunday. And join me tomorrow as I make the halfway mark. And yeah. So day 76 on the PCT. Just leaving camp. Camped where the Trail Magic was. I guess the guys are set up again for today. Just great guys, great setup, great food, fruit, perfect. 19 miles to Chester, so knock that off hopefully before 4 o'clock when the bus to Chester goes past the trailhead, and get ourselves into town and have a day off tomorrow. We halfway mark today, and yeah, we'll take it from there. And that's it for day 76. 19 miles today in the town of Chester. Every accommodation venue was full, but we've managed to find a lovely trail angel who's taken us in for the night. Myself and another hiker whose trail name is Vegas. And yeah, we'll be back on the trail tomorrow and doing another 19 miles tomorrow. There's complications tomorrow with an area you have to have a bear can for. So yeah, we'll see what happens from there. So welcome to day 77, the end of the 11th week. And we're back on the trail. Change of plans. No 0 day in Chester. Every single hotel in town was booked last night, so ended up sleeping at Marissa, the Trail Angel's place, on her lounge room floor. Cooked us dinner, cooked us breakfast. It's actually a really enjoyable stay. It's later start, it's about 9:45. Only doing 19 miles today because there's a national park up ahead that requires bear cans or to pass through all in one day. It's not possible for me to get from the trailhead and through that national park all in one day, so there's a campground where I'll need to stay, which has bear lockers. So we'll be staying there. I'll be staying there tonight, so it's a reduced day, so later start's not a problem. It is very hot, and we're back into the dead trees. As you can see behind me, mostly dead trees, a few live ones, but not for long. So pretty exposed and pretty hot. See how we go. And as we wind down towards the end of day 77, week 11 on the PCT, it's been a good day. Started the day at Marissa, the Trail Angel's house. She made us the most magnificent breakfast. Eggs, sausages, potatoes. As good as anything we would have got in a cafe. Probably would have cost $15 or $20 in a cafe. It was fantastic. She then drove us to the trail. We got there at about 9:45. We've since banged out just about 19 miles. It'll be 19 miles by the time we get to the campground. Restrictions here in this little section in terms of camping. You can't camp unless you've got a bear can, other than in this campground that we're heading to. So the only other alternative was to walk through the entire national park in one day, and given it was 15 miles to the start of the national park and then another 19 miles that you have those restrictions, that really wasn't possible, not a 34-mile day. So yeah, we'll start the day tomorrow nice and early. Probably looking to head to a town called Old Station, which is about 26 miles away. See if we can get there. Trail hiker called Blue Jay has been hiking the PCT in sections for 6 years, and tomorrow she finishes at Old Station. She'll have completed the entire PCT, so we probably plan to all be there and have a little celebration with her, if we can make it that far. Certainly my mate Vegas, who I've been with for the last couple of days, he'll make it easy. He's about 20 years younger than me, and but as long as I get up early and get going, I should be able to make that sort of distance. Made 19 today with a 10 o'clock start, so and I'll still be finished before 6 o'clock. So yeah, big week. 150, more than 150 miles for the week, and that's with 3 days that were short. The day into Belden, I was finished by 1 o'clock. The day into Chester, finished by 2 o'clock, and today obviously didn't start till nearly 10 o'clock. So, you know, could easily been another 15 or 20 miles for the week if I actually walked a full day on each of those days. Anyway, starts again next week. Week 12 starts tomorrow, and you know, if I can get 150 miles together for next week, I'll be in Mount Shasta at mile 1500, which, you know, sort of where I hope to be. See how we go.